Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it would be fun to do the mommy tag, so let's get straight into it. Also, if you're wondering, yes, I did get bangs. Okay, so question number 1. How old were you when you had your first child? So, as some of you know, if you've been watching my channel, I have a daughter. She is 5 months old tomorrow, actually, and I was 27 when she was born, and I'm still 27 until July. I was trying to think if that was next month yet, but it's not. So until July, I'm still 27. So question number 2. What was the hardest thing about being pregnant for 9 months? Definitely, okay, this is gonna be TMI, but definitely the constant vomiting. I would vomit the first thing when I woke up, all the way until the last thing at night. I would not be able to keep down dinner, and everyone would tell me like, oh, it gets better in your second trimester, everything gets better. I was sick from the second I found out I was pregnant until the day that I gave birth. Literally, while I was giving birth, I was vomiting. It was like a whole thing, but labor I was vomiting. When I was giving birth, I was not vomiting, but I did have the bag next to me in case I needed to. Question number 3. Can you think of anything you did enjoy during those 9 months? My favorite part of being pregnant, well, there were a lot, but my favorite thing was going to the ultrasound appointments to see Harper. It was just so amazing every time we got to see her, like, on the screen. And we actually went to a place called Sneak a Peek to find out her gender before, like, I was far enough along for my doctor to tell me, because we really just wanted to know. It was probably me. Greg probably would have been fine waiting, but I really wanted to know because I wanted to start buying stuff. Number 4, were all the things that you heard about childbirth true? I would have to say no. I thought for sure, based on everything that people had told me, that pushing was going to be really hard. And like you see in the movies, like think about Knocked Up, when she's like pushing at the end and she's like screaming and it's just like, get out. Like, I did not have that experience. I went into the hospital on December 19th at I think 8 a.m. and my induction was set for I think 8:30. It might have been I came in at 8:30 and it started at 9. It was one of those. But then I was in labor the entire time until Harper was born at 3:12 a.m. So labor itself was difficult, but pushing was like a complete breeze. So I was expecting it to be a lot harder than it was. So number 5. Would you have handled childbirth differently if you could redo it? One thing that I think I would change is getting the epidural sooner. I thought that, okay, honestly, like, I was 10 times more afraid of the epidural than giving birth. I was like fully prepared to have no meds and just be like, let it happen. It's coming anyway. Like, let it happen the way it's gonna happen. I'm not getting a needle stuck into my back or my spine. Like, I was so freaked out. I was like, I'm gonna be paralyzed. It was bad, especially because I did like way too much research on like the bad things that could happen, because that's what I do to myself. I just stress myself out about things. But no, it was not bad at all. It was really weird when the anesthesiologist put in the catheter, because they like do it at the same time kind of, and he was like, okay, I'm inserting the catheter or something, and he was in my back and I felt like my left leg like shot up into the air. It was so weird. And I had my nurse and my husband right in front of me and they were like, oh, yep, I think it works. And I was like, oh my gosh. So anyway, the epidural is what I would change. I would have gotten it sooner because it's not scary. I was worried about not being able to feel my body, but you still feel everything. Like, I don't mean to say that like in a scary way, but you still like feel your legs. You're not like completely like dead weight. or at least I wasn't. I feel like some people have that and some people don't. Actually, my epidural, I don't want to freak you guys out, but my epidural ended up not working and I felt everything. But anyway, it worked for a few hours. Number 6, what would be your advice for someone who is about to have a baby? Definitely don't go into it with any expectations. Just roll with it. Let whatever's gonna happen happen. Your baby is uniquely yours and your situation is different than anyone else's. So go with your gut in every situation. Mama's intuition is real. If you feel a certain way about something and even your partner is telling you like that it's not the case, I believe that you should fully like believe in what you're feeling, 1000%. My intuition about my daughter has been wrong 0 times. So take that for what you will, but that is my advice to all you soon-to-be mamas out there. Number 7, what has been the hardest thing about being a mom? So when Harper was 2 weeks old, she was diagnosed with RSV and had to be hospitalized at Nationwide Children's for a few days. It was a little less than a week, but it was horrible. I was already dealing with my postpartum anxiety issues, and then on top of it, having my newborn baby hospitalized and hooked up to breathing tubes. It was terrifying. It was like absolutely traumatic, and that's definitely been the biggest challenge. I don't know if you guys can hear her right now. I think my husband's cleaning her nose. That's, yeah, he's cleaning her nose. All right, so actually we were having an incident. Harper was getting, Greg was changing Harper and she pooped everywhere. So we just cleaned her up and I'm giving him a break, so she's gonna hang out with us while we finish this video up. So number 8, what has been the most rewarding thing about being a mom? Definitely, I would say all of her milestones. Like, I don't know, when you're not a mom and you're just like, you haven't had your baby yet, you're not pregnant, like you're just living your life, and people like talk to you about their babies, it's like, okay, that's great, like cool, and then, you know, like you're not as into it as they are, maybe. At least I wasn't. But when you have your own, it's really amazing how much you're just like obsessed with every single thing that they do, and watching them learn and do new things for the first time or experience something for the first time is just absolutely incredible to watch, and it's just the best thing ever. So number 9, what is the most surprising thing that you discovered about being a mom? I would say that it is how easy it's been for me to put her first and to put her needs before mine. I thought it would be more challenging for me to, like, I don't know, I thought I would still be wanting to get my hair done all the time and get my nails done all the time, but I don't know, I still like doing those things, but for me, I would rather spend my time making her happy and playing with her. And I know that sounds kind of cliche, but that's the truth. I love being a stay-at-home mom, and I love spending as much time with her as possible because I just love watching her grow, and I don't know, it's just what makes me happy. So number 10, what is the best memory you have with your child? Well, she's just about to be 5 months, so we don't have a lot of different things going on, just a lot of milestones really, but my favorite thing so far is all of her smiles. If she's being held by someone else and she's just kind of looking around and being like, you know, whatever, and then I come up to her and I'm like, hi baby, she just gets the biggest smile, and everyone always says something along the lines of, oh, she knows her mama, and it just always makes me feel so good. So every time that she smiles at me is like just the best feeling in the entire world. So number 11, what has been the most exciting milestone? And I will probably have to say eating. I love watching her try new foods. Today she had apples for the first time, and it's just really exciting to see what her favorite foods are for like that moment, and it's really fun. And I just love making her food for her. It's something that I really enjoy doing. I think it's fun to give her different flavors to try that are fun and see her reaction to them. So that's definitely been the most fun so far. I'm looking forward to her saying mama though. Very much looking forward to the mamas. Number 12, what is the worst thing that your child has ever done? Well, Harper is perfect. No, I'm just kidding. She's pretty close, but she hasn't really done a lot. She doesn't have like tantrums yet. She doesn't have a lot of like crazy stuff going on, but one time we did go to Target and she had an epic blowout. I'm talking up her back, in like deep into the car seat, all over her. Like, I had to cut her out of her onesie, and I'm not exaggerating, that literally happened. I cut her out of her clothes, and I would do it again if it happened again, because it was so bad. I've never experienced that much of anything ever. It was a lot. It was a lot. So number 13, what habit do you wish that your child did not have? She doesn't have a lot of like bad habits, obviously only being about 5 months, but one thing that she does do that's a little frustrating is that she will not always nap or eat when she is tired or hungry. She'll kind of just like hang out and scream at me even though she needs to take a nap or eat, and we eventually get through it. I always end up just like playing with her more, and then she gets to a point where she's just like, okay, feed me, and then I feed her. But sometimes she just needs to listen to her mom, because I know, like, I have her on a schedule. I know when you're hungry and when you're sleepy. Number 14, what habit of theirs makes you really proud? I would have to say her curiosity. I think she's really intelligent, and I'm really proud of the fact that she's just so aware. And even her pediatrician at her 4-month appointment was like, it's weird to see a baby this little, like, so alert and so like interactive. And it just made me really happy, because I don't know, I take pride in my daughter. Like, I'm so proud of her. So I love watching her grow, and I just love her. I love everything about her. Number 15, do you share any similarities with your child? And I do. We have the same hands, nose, ears, feet, and we both have extremely rosy cheeks. So we have quite a few things in common. I'm really looking forward to when her personality starts to like show even more, to see if she's even more like me, because I love it. So number 16, where would you like your child to be in 10 years? I would like her to be someone who enjoys learning, who has a great best friend or great group of friends, and I really want her to love Jesus. I really want her to enjoy going to church and just praising God. I hope that I instill that in her, and that it's something that she wants. So number 17, what is something having a child has taught you? I would have to say that having a child has taught me to really slow down and enjoy like being in the moment. Before I had her, I was always like planning a bunch of stuff and trying to get everything accomplished, and now I'm just like taking it down a notch, and I'm really focusing on the moment by moment interactions rather than what's coming next. And I think that's been a real blessing too, because it's allowed me to really enjoy all the different steps of motherhood that I've had so far. So number 18, did you imagine you'd be a mom at the age you became a mom? Honestly, when I was younger, I never saw myself like having my own kids, because I was so scared of giving birth. It's like it was one of my top fears in life. But honestly, it wasn't like I thought I was gonna die. Like I was so scared to give birth, but I didn't die, and everything's fine. But honestly, until I met my husband and we were dating and all of that, I didn't want kids until him. And I don't know, I think just meeting the right person and knowing that I want a little more of him in the world. So that's really what changed. And I don't know, I realized that for me, my fear of giving birth wasn't worth not experiencing motherhood. I wanted to experience this, and I'm so glad that I did. Number 19, describe your child in one sentence. I would have to say Harper is a sweet, bubbly, happy little baby with a huge heart and the biggest smile that lights up every room. I hope that's not too cheesy. I'm just like, I love her so much. I think she seriously is the best thing in the entire world. I love my daughter. Amen. So number 20, how have you changed as a person since becoming a mom? I would have to say that my confidence is something that has changed. I definitely have a better self-esteem now, and I don't know, I'm just a lot more confident in myself, in what I'm doing, in how I interact with people, in every aspect really. I'm just a lot more confident. So that's really been really nice because now I just don't worry as much about what other people think, and I don't know, I think that goes back to mother's intuition. A lot of things, like I trust myself, and I don't know, I think that has made a really huge difference all around in my life. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. That is going to be it for us today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up or a toe up and subscribe below, and we will see you guys next time. Bye! Say bye!